But yeah, so that's that on Meg and Tory. I wanted to bring up another one of these. My transition be lit, like it ain't as bad as the other one. But now I want to talk about Cardi B.
You fucked it up.
So I don't know if y'all seen, but her birthday was the other day, and she was getting lit as hell, and her titty popped out. I'm trying to think how to say
it. It didn't just pop out. She posted that shit,
bro, and she looked drunk as hell. Whole titty chicken that bitch, bro. But I brought up Cardi because, well, one, I want to talk about her titty because, for one, do you think that titty was nice?
I don't care.
Do you think it was unattractive? You too, titty. Do you think that was a bad titty?
I think we've seen how her titties sit, so it's not like they're like saggy or anything. Like they're pretty nice.
Like, okay, her nipple was pretty big.
Her areola, but a lot of people's areolas are big.
Right, and I think it's funny. Because who was the people talking shit? Other females.
Yeah.
Why? I just think that's crazy. I feel like you're revealing your insecurities when you attack people for stuff like that. Like, alright, but what your titties looking like? And even if they are perfect.
Not even what your titties looking like. What's your
deal? Like, what? No, really though.
What's your deal?
I don't get why the need for that.
Like, what you look like though? You ugly. So.
Yeah, they're dusty hoe. Like
people really don't be ugly though, but that just be a comeback, you know.
Like, they are ugly though.
Like,
on the inside.
Stop this, because there are some people that are unattractive.
You know what I mean?
Yes, they are.
Some people are ugly.
Okay, some people, but like 9 times out of 10, they're the person that you're calling ugly is not ugly. They're just basic.
I will say there are a lot more average to beautiful people in the world than there are just flat out ugly. Like, I don't be seeing a whole lot of flat out just like, oh, like, that's you can be famous if you're really truly ugly. You know what I'm saying? At this point, being beautiful is a thing. There's a lot of beautiful people out here. You really ugly, that's something to show off. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe it's just because you're ugly.
Melvin. Name a nigga uglier than Melvin.
Who's Melvin?
The nigga with the buck teeth. Got him. That ugly ass nigga. You wanna know why he's famous? Cause he's ugly. A-Town. You wanna know why he's famous? Cause he's ugly. I hope these niggas don't hear this and be like, this nigga was so put up the strap. They got a couple quality content with guns and shit. But no, being ugly is kinda like a thing now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I think there's a whole lot more beautiful people than ugly, and I don't know why
they was attacking
Cardi. I really feel like it's just you revealing your insecurities. But
I think they was mad at her because she took back Offset too, though.
Oh yeah.
Once again, like these hoes ain't out here taking back niggas all the time.
She's married. It's not like she's in a relationship. If you marry somebody, that means okay.
We can split for a little bit, but we still married.
Bitch, we're together.
And it's her birthday. She said on Instagram, "Can I just get some dick?" Like, no, really though.
Yeah, mind y'all
fucking business. I don't want these dusty niggas in my DMs. I'm gonna go with this reliable, consistent, secure dick.
Baby daddy.
I don't give a fuck.
I get it, but I don't get it, but I understand how she may feel that way.
You get it.
No. But yeah. So I know you want to talk about something.
Oh yeah. So speaking of Cardi, she's been very vocal and had her presence in the political climate of 2020, and I just would like to say, first of all, who y'all voting for?
Joe Biden.
Are y'all voting?
Biden Harris 2020. Hell yeah. How you voting too?
I ain't gotta say.
No, but all jokes aside, fuck that nigga, yo. It's Biden Harris 2020. You feel me? And we voting in person. Fuck that mail shit.
I'm voting now.
Well, he voting in mail. But I'm voting in person. Fuck that mail shit. But how you voting? And who you voting for?
I'm not voting. Say no.
I was about to say, oh my god. I'm about to punch her in the face. Right here on the camera. Body slam, they're about to see that acted out right here in person.
Boom, body slam. No, but I'm gonna vote for Biden, I guess, and go in person because I feel like that's how you're supposed to do it, I guess. But as far as like
with Cardi,
yeah, all right, but yeah, I mean that was just okay, yeah, Cardi, Biden, okay, those and Bernie, that she was meeting with those people, right? And those people they was talking to. Who else was Biden? Who else has Biden been talking to as far as like that they've been publicizing it about?
I don't know.
Like that's really like I guess a black person that's in the artist category.
I don't know.
Other than Cardi.
I'll be seeing a whole bunch of political ads on like YouTube, and like Joe Biden got The Rock coming out and supporting this nigga. He got a whole bunch of other celebrities on the YouTube.
Yeah,
but then again, what is that really
so,
them talking about planning or just like, hey, you got my vote?
Hey, yeah. And
They're talking about telling people to vote.
Right. And it's like, oh yeah, we gotta get Trump out. Yeah. But I don't know if that's necessarily sitting down and, you know,
formulating a plan.
Right. And Cardi, she, you know, she had her questions. I respect her for that. She, you know, she got the people to watch and, you know, pay attention sort of. But on the other hand, we had Trump meeting with Ice Cube. And he actually has a plan. He actually came with, like, you know, extensive shit, like an extensive contract.
Yeah.
To
22 pages.
Right. To actually, you know, for Black America at that, not just whatever, for Black America, period. I just want to know, and then it just brings me to like the Democratic Party versus the Republican Party. Like, why does it always seem like they're just trying to keep us stagnant or just keep us just barely, like, you know, like just making it. Like, oh, we got y'all. It's like, oh yeah, we going and make it seem like we doing something by talking to Cardi, but, and you know, her asking her questions a little bit, saying the same old recycled stuff that they've been saying that we supposed to get done. But where is the, like, you know, like, I don't know.
You brought up Ice Cube.
Mm-hmm.
What was, you brought him up
because he had the plan.
With him, or
yeah,
you agree?
I agree with his plan. But I'm just saying, even if I didn't agree, I'm just saying the optics. One side is meeting with somebody who's for Black America, who has a contract saying that all this stuff. I read the contract, it doesn't seem too, like, you know,
I get
far-fetched.
It makes it seem like Trump is more in touch with the blackness than Biden is at this point, because who he met with. Is that what you think?
Yeah, that's what it's making it look like. So, like, I read the like plan and everything like that. Some of the stuff that they have is really like common sense, but it's like, why has this not been enacted? So it's like one of the things is called federal funding of baby bonds. It says pass federal programs providing every child with a government-funded trust account at birth, starting with $1,000 contribution. As proposed by Senator Booker and Representative Presley, accounts to be managed by the Treasury, and only those born into lower wealth families will receive more contributions each year, up to $46,000. At age 18, be able to access those funds, but use restricted to asset.
This is only for Black people?
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, I mean, lower wealth families. So
I don't know how I feel about that.
Why?
I could see how a rich person would be like, that's not on me to make sure that somebody else's kids has a trust fund set up. That's for the parent to set up a trust fund for the kid.
But if they don't never get that chance to do that.
You can do that at any point. There's no minimum or to how much you can start with. You just start and have it grow. By the time they're 18, even if you start with a little bit in there, by the time they're 18 years of putting money into a trust, it's going to be some bread in there. You get what I'm saying? I think it's a good idea.
Money in there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I guess.
This is a good idea. I just like that's hella socialist. And I like socialism, but I can see how in a capitalist society people will be like, why am I paying for another person's child to get a trust fund? My kid ain't got a damn trust fund. And they can be white saying that. Not even.
But you gotta think about the wealth gap. The reason why they're initiating or introducing this as a thing anyway is to be like, okay, we're gonna help
level the playing field.
Yeah,
okay.
So that people can.
I said that's why I would be more of a fan of it if it was just for Black people.
Yeah, I mean, wait, what? I thought you said that you wouldn't want that to be.
No,
just
I
for Black
would
people.
want it to be just for Black people. Because it's lower income. It's just like any and everybody that's
lower
poor.
income. But probably so it's not just going to be probably like, oh, if you're white and you are lower income, you just cannot get it at all. That's kind of drawback.
Yeah,
because that's what they would
not
do.
Gonna make any laws excluding other people.
Yeah, but I feel like it would be prioritized for Black people. But low and mostly lower income families are Black or minority groups.
So fucking sad how my people are doing.
Yeah, okay. That's an idea.
They have something about just judicial reforms, like eliminating the 3 strikes laws, the civil rights division of the Department of Justice reform through stricter guidelines and greater oversight over police departments. The DOJ can be sued for non-compliance and the lynchings, for that to be a federal hate crime, and the Ku Klux Klan be declared as on a federal level, be declared as a terroristic group. Those, and he's asking for, apologies for this, for, the discrimination and set conditions that you guys placed on us for generations. A formal apology from some higher ups in the saying America acknowledges this.
So Trump said he would do this stuff.
No. Trump, and this is the crazy
I'm over here like,
wait, that's too good to be true.
I'm over here, but it's like, wait, isn't this a
Trump
plan?
is no, and this is why it really just the optics also is just it makes Trump look like whatever, and that's the only thing that they're using is Trump and Ice Cube are meeting together to work for this plan for the people.
So they use
but
Ice
they're not. No, Trump is saying that he's gonna put money into the black communities. That's the only thing that I really saw him say that he's going to do. But he's like, all right, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to need some guidance on how to funnel it, who I'm funneling it to, what agencies or how to go about it, and the year, stuff like that. So it's like Ice Cube been made this plan or this contract back when George Floyd got killed, in July or whatever, or August. And they just met or started talking about stuff a couple months ago. Trump and Ice Cube and his team and stuff, and they're just talking about the money thing, and he just wanted his advice. It wasn't I'm gonna necessarily do all the stuff in the contract, but they did say that they met with Biden and Harris, and the only thing that they was able to say is that we can possibly guarantee a seat at the table after the election.
Oh, this is just optics to me.
Yeah, I'm about to say they use Ice Cube. That's what I hear.
Yeah, I mean for the optics, to be whatever.
Hear, okay, well, did he say he was going to do this stuff? No. Okay, well then.
But he's not saying I'm gonna vote for Trump either, though. He's not saying vote for him either.
But then I'm just talking about with just the reasoning for, because I feel of course, Ice Cube probably, even if he wasn't voting for him, was well, fuck it, because if this man wins, you're still gonna need him to have a plan together for our black community. And I understand on that front. But on Trump's side, and that side, they wasn't really about to do this shit. Especially considering, I'm hearing it now, they only committed, we gonna have money, but we don't know, we need help. Where we gonna delegate? Okay, he came up with a plan. Did you say he was gonna do it? No. So then basically just use the headline, Ice Cube, well-known black man, respected black man, working with Trump for a black contract. You just use that headline, and without anything coming from it.
And that's true, because as soon as I was trying to look up to get some more screenshots for the recording for the podcast, the only thing that kept popping up now since they said that he met with Trump is all about him and Trump. It's nothing about his contract. You literally have to type in contract for blackAmerica.us to really get to that joint. Yeah.
Well, I just feel even if you do know the contract, no, I wouldn't even if you do know the contract. He came out with an interview not too long ago, yesterday, where he actually talked about, why he was doing it. You get what I'm saying? Kill some of the misconceptions behind, him working with Trump. Because I know sometimes it makes it sound he's aligned with Trump. And my thing is, some people were kind of mad at him just for the simple fact that why are you working with the other side?
We're not canceling.
Do you respect do you respect people's outrage or not?
No, I don't respect it.
And why?
It's I just want to know what they're really mad about, because I just see how I feel and what I'm reading. It just seems like people are just reacting based off of seeing trigger words. Trump, right? Trump, Ice Cube, oh, black man, oh, contract for Black America, oh, Trump has been, shit like that. So it's are we really mad that, do you know what he's doing or what they were talking about or what he's been saying? Because at the end of the day, Trump is a money man. So if he's talking about putting money somewhere or funneling money into something, and he think that he could get some money off of it too, I don't see why that would be a thing, because that was a big thing for why people was talking about we need Trump at first. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's a businessman, he's not a regular politician, so he would be able to help the economy or the American economy. But I don't know. I just feel like I don't respect how people are so quick to be like, well, now we about to cancel Ice Cube.
Mm-hmm.
No, the fuck we're not.
Think we should cancel Ice Cube, bro?
No.
Mm.
I agree with you. I don't really get the outrage. I mean, people got mad at Kanye for meeting with Donald Trump, but at the end of the day, like, the dude's the president. If you want to try to get something changed, you gotta meet the most powerful man in the world.
Mm-hmm.
He's the most powerful man in the world. Who the fuck cares if... I mean, well, I understand why y'all care, because Trump does not have a good record with handling black people and minorities and anybody that he just doesn't give a fuck about.
Right.
But
if it was to be...
who else you gonna meet with?
Huh?
Who else you gonna meet with?
Yeah, it's like playing chess. I feel like it's one of them things where like, all right, and I said it not too long ago about like, this ain't your favorite sports team. Like, oh, I don't like that team, so I'm just not going to participate in watching the games or, you know, giving my support to that product. You're affected by this stuff regardless. I feel like I like even though he got used, I like what Ice Cube is trying to do. It's like, bruh, I can still have my own political beliefs and be like, yo, I'm side with Biden or whatever. But at the end of the day, if we're really decided on we want to see things get done, we can't be like, we want to see things get done and then in fine print only the way we want it to get done. You know what I mean? Like under our perfect conditions. Oh, it can't be Trump. Well, if Trump wins and he becomes the president,
so what y'all just
so he's supposed to wait another 4 years?
Exactly. We need to get in there and have those conversations. At the end of the day, it's not about we need Biden to do this. We need whoever's in the presidential office at the end of the day to do this. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what we need to start focusing on. So I don't think we should cancel him either, but not so for the reason that, just for the simple reason that this work needs to be done. You get what I'm saying? He's doing stuff that we need to do. Bridging these gaps, you know, and reaching across the aisle and not just allowing ourselves to be like, well, it's not ideal. It ain't perfect, so what's the fucking point? Which brings me into my next transition. When's the election? November 6th, November 2nd? November something is
13th?
No, we'll look it up. We'll
It's
know by
the
the end.
13th, guys.
We'll confirm by the end of the episode. But coming up is the election. And I've been hearing a disappointingly high amount of people talk about not voting.
It's the 3rd. I knew it.
November 3rd. All right? You heard it here first.
Well, I was wrong, guys. Sorry.
Well, not first, but you heard it here. November 3rd is the election. November 3rd is a big day. And I've been hearing a lot of talk within our community about not voting. First of all, that's just not it. First of all, how do you feel about people not voting? Just when you hear I'm not voting, what's the first thing that comes to your head?
Got him, dickhead.
For real. Go ahead, because I almost want to follow that up.
Yeah, they a bot.
Do you people not get, right, that this is a part, I don't want to say it like that, but this is a part of the reverse psychology. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is a part of the mechanisms they use to keep us disenfranchised, to keep us disengaged, and from actually taking action to actually affect change. You get what I'm saying? I've heard a lot of different reasons for why I'm not going to vote. One, I don't like Joe Biden, and I don't like Donald Trump. So what? I don't like the Patriots or the Chiefs. If they playing in the Super Bowl, I'm still gonna watch it. You get what I'm saying? It's different. But at the end of the day, I am. On that petty level, I am. You get what I'm saying? But then when it gets to something that's actually meaningful, now it's, oh, I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like, when it really matters, now it's like my participation is not needed. No, it is. So what if you don't like them? It's not about whether you like them or not. It's about whether or not they have said or they have made you believe that they're going to be able to deliver on the demands that you have made them promise. We need to stop getting out the mindset that we're waiting for the perfect candidate to come and deliver for us all of this stuff, you know, their game plan. Y'all do know these people work for us. They move off of what we want them to do. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, they may try to sway us this way or that way, but at the end of the day, the power is in the people.
I feel like the only way it will work if it was to where, you know, the people who saying, oh, I'm not voting, the change that they're talking about.
Because they don't like Joe and...
Yeah, the change that they talking about that they want to see, it will also take more action than just not voting. Y'all can't go to work. Y'all have to boycott all types of shit because those are the things that the people that you're not voting for controls. So you have to, eliminate all those, or not even control, not like, that's how they make their living. Like, you know what I mean? Their wealth off of your time. So don't give them your time, like, period. But if you're going to still fall victim and fall into those traps that they set up for us in the system, then you have to play the game and you have to vote to make better change.
I don't get what's so big about not voting. Like, why are you so hype about even voicing your opinion about it? Bro, it's not that hard to do.
Like, even,
I don't care if you don't like either candidate. Like, bruh, there's objectively in your mind, there's a better candidate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whether you like Trump a little bit more than Joe, or you like Joe a little bit more than Biden,
you like somebody
more. And like this is a huge election. Now, I'll be honest, I think there's gonna be more of a turnout than 2016 at least. But I've only seen one person that I know personally saying that they weren't voting, and I can't convince them not. I tried to get him to vote, but it doesn't.
And that'd be the crazy thing. The people.
No, he's voting, but it's my friend I play online with.
But that's the crazy part. The people who talk about not voting be so goddamn stubborn about it. Like, they really be on the I'm not voting train. And if it's about some fight, and it's for a lot of reasons, but if it's just for that whole I don't like, it's not about who you like. We're not, perfection is Max Kellerman, first take. Perfection is an enemy of the good. He probably didn't make that quote, but that's where I heard it from. Perfection is an enemy of the good. We're gonna be sitting up here waiting for the perfect candidate to come around and using it as an excuse to not get involved, when really getting involved could produce more good than sitting around just waiting for perfection. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
and that's the trap that us as black
fallen
people,
into.
More so have fallen into, where we just sit and wait to be like, oh, for the outcome, and then be like, well, I don't like that.
Yeah.
So what did y'all do? Yeah, what did y'all do to try to do it? Like, you know what I mean?
Which brings me into my second reason why people talking about not voting. What my vote doesn't matter. What's the point? What is it really going to do? These niggas going to do what the fuck they want to do anyway.
Well, you're not going to know if it don't matter if you don't go try. And then if you see the results that it was like, all right, there's no way that this nigga won, Trump. There's no way that he won, and we all voted. We all saying that we voted. Then that's when y'all can be like, you know what? It's time to revolt.
Exactly. See, but that's that's the other side of it. I'm talking about just before that.
No, like, yeah.
If you don't, see, that threw me off a little bit. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I forgot.
See, I was gonna say something like how you technically really don't know what these people are going to do until,
exactly.
Like,
see, but that's
because these politicians, they'll say up until they get elected, and then when they get elected is who they truly are as a politician.
Here, hold. Make that point. Make that point. Hold up.
Oh yeah, we're not recording. Oh, it's on there.
If you don't, see, that threw me off a little bit.
I've been making eyes at the camera like the whole time.
Oh, you've been making eyes?
Yeah.
So just before that, like. All right, yeah, bro. Make that same ready.
Wait, what do you end it off at?
You can just start.
Oh.
Yeah.
Be like, no, fuck this.
All right.
Yeah, see, the way I see it is like, you don't know technically how these politicians are gonna act. Like, before they get elected, they'll say whatever the fuck they need to say to get you to be on their side. But when they really get elected, is how they're truly gonna be as like a politician and or a leader or something. And I've seen that. I've seen what I need to see out of Trump. Like, I didn't vote for him, and I'm not feeling it.
We seen what the true
we've seen what and to be honest, he's been pretty honest with what
true.
I feel like he's never not said that he's not this way.
Yeah, he's always been this dude. So I get that's why his fan base love him
and think that he's real.
Yeah, because he is real, but he's not real for the shit that's good for this country in my eyes. I mean, it's okay if you're real, but at some point that doesn't mean that much if you're being terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Hitler, even though I'm low-key comparing Trump to Hitler, but not that much, I know he's not that bad, but Hitler was pretty honest with his intentions, he ain't lied, and that shit was terrible.
But
So,
people
like,
bought into that shit,
yeah.
which is sad, but that's the reality of the situation.
And then everybody's cop out was that, oh, I was just doing what I was told.
Like, what you mean?
With the Hitler shit.
Oh, yeah. People buy into shit like that all the time. That's actually a great freaking comparison. Trump to Hitler. Like, it kind of like matches. And my thing is like, okay, if you're saying that you're not going to vote because like your voice don't matter, what are you going to do instead? What's your alternative? I feel like I ran into a few people who, when I asked them why they're not going to vote, it's like, what's the point? Like, it ain't going to do anything. And my thing is like, all right, well, if you're, and these are people who speak about the issues going on in this country, they want to affect change, but they're talking about not voting. So I asked them, okay, you're not voting. What are you going to do instead? Like, fuck asking why you're not voting. What's the alternative? Unless you're prepared, like T alluded to earlier, unless you kind of prepared to storm the White House and be like, listen, y'all either going to change or I'm going to die fighting for it.
Mm-hmm.
By not voting, you're just stagnating your voice
And
unnecessarily.
then that's not even smart.
It's like a silent
not
protest that nobody's fucking even checking for.
Yeah.
Like, because while you're sitting around looking for excuses to not vote,
They're counting the votes.
yeah, because them motherfuckers is going out to support their guy. Like, the people who are voting for Trump and support Trump, they want to make sure they're there. They're not looking for excuses. You get what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, we got to recognize this whole don't vote phenomena, you get what I'm saying, is kind of a target to, like, keep us from voting. And then I heard another thing. It's like, even when they say it's not going to affect anything, didn't we already do this? Didn't we already come out in massive numbers and get somebody elected, a black man elected in the office? Didn't we already like do
Show
that?
that
Show that it counts when we actually as a group decide that it counts. So how is it that all of a sudden we having selective amnesia and now we just believe, oh, we can't? Barack whole thing was yes we can. Yes we did. And yes we can again. So that whole mindset of like, I'm not going to vote because it's not going to affect anything. One, that's not proven by history. We did it already. Like, we literally did it already, you know? And if you ain't prepared to do no alternative, you're just needlessly silencing yourself.
And honestly, that was Barack's biggest thing as far as like, because you know, a lot of people say, oh, he didn't do anything for the black community. But
He got us engaged in voting.
okay,
He's like, no.
but he always said he cannot do it by himself. We had to be accountable. We cannot just vote and think that is doing our part. Oh, now you got it. Like, no, what do you want? Like, they're gonna give you whatever the fuck they want to give you if you don't tell somebody what you want, and you know, or
our demands.
Yeah.
Only way that they're going to know those demands is by getting out and backing the dudes that's speaking towards those.
And then he would say, you have to get out and vote. Go, and not just for the presidential election. Vote locally.
On every level, yeah.
Yes.
What was about to say, bro?
Okay. Then that answers my question then.
Oh.
Cause like I was gonna ask like, well, how the fuck is Barack really gonna know what the fuck I want? Like, or we want.
That's when you gotta really know the process. It starts on a low level. You gotta speak to your representatives, and then they speak to the people that's supposed to be representing them. And the next thing you know, your voice is heard. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, this is
and
so
you gotta
old and antiquated.
Like,
no, it doesn't.
Like,
because
bro,
think about
this
it.
could be street
You know how many people?
You tell Biden, or he gets the win, this is what the black people want, and then he starts telling people, this is what I'm willing to do. And if what he's saying is matching up to what the fuck we want, then we vote for him. You know what I'm saying? And like, we gotta wait for perfection. No, we're telling him what we want, and he tell us based off what we're saying if he can do that or not. And I heard you said something earlier that was actually low-key a good point, because that's low-key another reason why people don't vote, or say they're not gonna vote. Because they don't trust either one of them. Not even about trust either one of them. You get what I'm saying? It's like, how do we know they're going to get into office and really do this anyway? That is a risk you take with every single election, no matter what it is. You said it earlier, you're not going to know what these people is really like until they get into office. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to know. They can get up there and say, I'm going to do this, that, and the third, get in the office, don't do none of it. But they could have all sounded right beforehand. You got to listen to these people, you get what I'm saying? Try to go based off integrity. We've seen Trump. We've seen what he's about. We've seen what type of commitment he's making to our communities and what he's willing to do. We've seen it already. We've also seen how he was before and how he talks and says stuff, you get what I'm saying, to make you ingratiate himself with you, and then when the election comes around, it's not he's not that as a president. You know what I'm saying? He's not this business mogul that's booming the economy. The economy's doing shit right now. Like, it's in the fucking toilet. You know, Corona's a do that, but you know, you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like on the same. I forgot what I was talking about, to be honest.
See,
But-
like,
But
damn. Like, don't get it twisted with the way we talking. Like, at least I still have some serious questions about Joe Biden, his authenticity, how he is as a person, honestly. But that's still not going to deter me from voting
and doing what
because
needs to be done.
I still, at the end of the day, trust him not even ever so slightly, more than Trump. So, like...
And that's something else I wanted to say. One of the things that I have just been noticing is that, listen, I was never, Biden was not my first choice. I'm a Bernie bro. You know what I'm saying? I was hype off Bernie Sanders from the very beginning. Still think Bernie Sanders would have been a guy. But when did Joe become Trump? Like the reverse side of the coin of Trump. Like, when did that become a thing? Biden is not Trump, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that narrative of like, oh, it's the lesser of two evils. Like, really? You know what I'm saying? I get that Biden's not ideal, but...
The lesser of two evils as far as like political parties or, the person who's doing... like, because at the end of the day, politicians, I don't think can be trusted all the way fully, like any of them. So you still gotta like keep that in mind to make sure that you're not being taken advantage of. So I think that's what they mean. Maybe not necessarily that he's like a horrible person.
But that's kind of the narrative, and I feel like that's kind of the thing of making it seem for people like us, they don't want to vote for Trump. And they're buying into the narrative that, well, Biden just as bad. Mm-hmm. So now it's like, I'm not going to vote for nobody then. Mm-hmm. What? That is not correct. You know what I'm saying? I just don't believe that. And it's like, I need to know what are y'all pointing to? You know what I mean? One of the things I think we need to start looking at, especially with Biden, is what he's saying. I feel like a lot of people got these opinions on not voting, but then when you ask them why you're not voting for him, it's all this shallow shit. Oh, I don't like him.
What is he gonna do?
Yeah, what is he? Shit like that. Listen to this man.